Hi everyone, it's Katie. I'm coming to you with my March TBR. Um, it's a doozy. My March TBR is huge. This is not all. This is not all the books. I don't have one in my possession because it's not out yet. It comes out in March, actually. It comes out March 5th. And so I plan to get it once it comes out. And I'm reading it in March. So the first book on my TBR for March happens to be The Wicked King by Hallie Black. I actually found the series just recently, and I've heard a lot about it from BookTube. And so I've let me give it a shot. And I have read The Cruel Prince in February. I just recently read The Cruel Prince. When I'm making this, I haven't read it yet, but I plan to like it. So obviously I'll finish Cruel Prince, and then March I'll pick up The Wicked King. I'm excited to read this. And this cover I got the Barnes & Noble edition, so the cover is so beautiful. And then when you take it out of the dust jacket, it looks even more beautiful. So yeah. So I have The Wicked King, and I am trying to read 16 classics this year. And so my classic for the month of March happens to be The Two Towers by J.R.R. Tolkien. I'm a huge fan of the movie series of The Lord of the Rings, and I thought I'd give a shot to read the books. In February, I read The Fellowship of the Ring, and so in March, I'll read The Two Towers. I'm also going to be reading Shadow and Bone by Leiber Dugo. It's the first book in the Grishaverse. I read The Six of Crows in February, and so I'm kind of excited to pick up the previous series and read that. So I picked up Shadow and Bone. Another series that I haven't read before, but I'm reading because I read her previous series, is I'm picking up A Court of Thorns and Roses by Sarah J. Maas. I'm in the middle of the Throne of Glass series by Sarah J. Maas, and I'm loving it. And I've had this book for a while now. I'm like, let me pick it up and start reading her other series. And so I decided for March, I'll read A Court of Thorns and Roses. The next book is kind of the two books. I mentioned in the beginning that I don't have a physical copy of a book yet because it's not out yet. And so, but I do have the other book in the series that I haven't, by the same author in the same series, and that is The Case for Jamie by Brittany Cavallero. It's part of the Sherlock Holmes series. And the book I don't have is A Question of Holmes, which is the fourth and final book in the Sherlock Holmes series. But I plan to read this one and the fourth book in the month of March. So then we have, again, I'm in the middle of a Sarah J. Maas read, and I am reading the Throne of Glass series. So my next book is Empire of Storms by Sarah J. Maas. It's book 5? Yeah, book 5 in the Throne of Glass series. I haven't read the series before, and I picked it up in the past couple months, and I'm making my way through the series before I get to hit Kingdom of Ash. So I'm on book 5, which is Empire of Storms, and I am excited to read it. I've been flying through this series, so I'm excited to pick it up. I'm down to my last 3 books. So the next book is actually a novella. It's The Bane Chronicles, which is written by Cassandra Clare, Sarah Reese Brennan, and Maureen Johnson. I am excited to pick up this novella. I just found the moral Cassandra Clare and her series of books this past year. I've heard about them, but I never read them up until this past year. So I'm excited to pick up this novella for the month, and I'm excited to see more about Magnus. And then we have another book, which is another conclusion to a series. I have Triumphant by Leslie Livingston. I've read Valiant and I read The Defiant of the series, and so Triumphant is the last book in the series. I just picked it up, and I'm excited to read it and see how her Fallon story ends. And last but not least, in this TBR for March, we have my I'm in a book club called Books for Friends, which is run by Spence from Common Spence and Chloe from Books with Chloe. On both the YouTubers, and I'm a proud member of the book club. We just had 6 of Crows February, and so March we're reading The Gilded Wolves by Roshani Chokshi. Hopefully I said the name right. I probably didn't. I butchered it. I'm sorry. But I am excited to pick up this book and read it with the book club. So that is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. The 10 books on my TBR for March. And we'll see if I'm able to finish all 10 books in the month. And I will, if I do, I'll definitely mention it in my March